Now back to the FBI raids on that Michigan-based militia group, which is now accused of hatching plans to kill police officers, as the group members said they were waiting for the coming of the Antichrist, a plot which the feds appear to have foiled before any attacks were carried out. And we have some video from the group's website. Look at this. Well, that's impressive now, isn't it? We have no way of verifying where this video was taken or by whom, but as you can see, it appears to show some members of some kind of armed combat training. With us now, the one-time fiancé of the militia's leader, Andrea Harsh, is on the line. Andrea, thank you.
You're welcome.
What was the function of these people?
David Sr. was more or less of a brainwasher. If you look on the list of the group, the people in the Hutaree, they're mostly under 25 years of age, and they're easily persuaded. His goal was, through religion, he was going to walk with Christ, but he got very violent about it, and he just ended up wanting to kill anybody.
Did he say why?
He was like a kid in a candy store, even with his guns. He told me it was me or his guns, and I left.
He was worried about his Second Amendment freedoms, I'm led to believe.
Absolutely. He did not like the government, and when Obama took presidency is when he really kind of lost it, because he was a Ron Paul fanatic.
A Ron Paul fanatic?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with...
To tell you the truth, I don't know. I never really understood why Ron Paul would be so much different. But he thought that he could get away with just anything, and he wanted more freedom than what he had, and he was trying to do it through the violence.
Now, do you know what his particular concern was with the current government? Was he worried they were going to take his guns away, or?
Well, yes, he totally believed in guns and having them, and he thought he was above the law on anything. He didn't want to have to apply for a driver's license. He didn't want to have to fill out any census papers.
Oh.
He wanted to be able to own guns unregistered.
Why did he want to kill the police? Do we know? Or did he?
He don't like the police at all.
Did he ever say anything to you? And specifically, what did he say?
Just that the police were nobody. They couldn't do nothing to him. He was invincible. They weren't allowed on his property. If somebody went on his property, he ran out there with a gun.
And he recruited all these people to be with him in this militia?
Yes, he did. He recruited a lot of them. There are other Hutaree branches in other states. I've met some of the members. But he recruits mostly young ones, people that he can brainwash.
And he is said to have believed that the Antichrist was on the way, and he wanted to do something about that?
Yes, because he explained to us that through the Bible, the world was going to end in a war, and Christ wanted us to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he could never prove that to anybody, but the kids always listened to him, like his son.
Yeah, you got to be careful what you say around the kids, don't you? Because people start spouting stuff, and everybody thinks it's true, and then they act all weird and go out to kill police and wait for the Antichrist, right?
Absolutely. But his sons weren't always wanting to be in it.
But he
his
made
youngest son, Junior, which is my future son-in-law.
Right. Junior is not his biological son, but his adopted son. And they had another son in there, Joshua Stone, who was his biological son, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
How did he deal with them?
Well, Junior tried to tell his dad, no, he didn't even want to go to this funeral with his dad. He wanted to spend a day with my daughter and the baby, because they have a baby together. And David had a fit about it, so Junior went with him, as always, because Daddy always got his way. And then this happened. Junior does not know what's going on. He don't understand the whole thing. He just does what his father tells him to do.
Andrea Harsh, the ex-fiancée of the militia leader, on the line with us to try to give us some perspective and context. All the best to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.